Hello, hello. How y'all doing today? Hi. Hello, hello, hello. Please say hi in the comments of this video if you watch it. For those of you who don't know me and are tuning into my channel for the very first time, my name is Lauren McCann. I am a beauty guide with LimeLife by Alcone, and today I'm going to share a little bit with you about why I chose LimeLife, why 4 years later I'm still here, and why I think it is one of the best companies and best opportunities that you could possibly choose. So stick around while I get ready for the day. You're not going to want to miss what I have to say. So my journey with LimeLife began about 4 years ago in 2017. At that time, I was a mama of two, married, working full-time as a nurse. My husband worked full-time. He was a laborer at a wood factory plant. And we, financially, we were just getting nowhere. Even though we both worked full-time, we still had two little kids. There was medical bills piling up. And I was just feeling like we're in this constant cycle, right? Like we're never going to break the cycle. So for financial reasons, I started to look at, well, how can I bring in extra money? And I grew up in the bar. My whole career prior to nursing was working in the bar. And I started when I was, when I was really young. My mom worked in the bar. So like I said, I pretty much grew up in the bar. So I knew that I could definitely pick up a couple of night shifts, make a little extra tips, little extra money to bring in for my family. But I didn't want to be pulled away from my family. It was one of the things that growing up, we didn't have every single night. We didn't have family dinners. We didn't play family games. We didn't, sit and read and snuggle and all that jazz. And so I wanted that for my family, and I didn't want to be pulled away more nights than I could. So I wanted to find something that I could do from home. So financially, that was one of the biggest reasons I started to look at direct sales. Now, I've dabbled in direct sales before. Actually was with a company prior to LimeLife, and I just didn't find joy in it. I didn't find passion. I liked the products, but I wasn't seeing the financial impact that I wanted to see. So add on top of that, us wanting to grow our family and try to have another child and look at how could we possibly put 3 kids in daycare. Like financially, with what we made and what we brought home, my almost over half of my paycheck every month was going to daycare. Add another kid into that, you pretty much could guarantee my entire paycheck would be going to daycare. So if we were going to grow our family, we needed to grow our income straight up. And then I also want to be able to let my kids do things. I want them to be able to play sports or do dance. I want them to be able to travel. I want to be able to travel. I want my husband and I to have trips together. I want to take them to the lake and have a boat to play on. We live in Minnesota. It's land of 10,000 lakes. We only get 3 months out of the entire year to really enjoy summer. And so being home with my kids for the summer was also another big motivator for me. Outside of just financial things, I was also just in this mom rut, you guys. If you're a mama and you can relate, drop it in the comments, because it's like you forget who you are and what you want out of life after you have that first child. And then you have that second one, and then all of a sudden, you're just go, 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 go. And you don't do or take care of yourself. And I was just in that mom rut, and I wanted out of it. I had low self-confidence. I didn't have many friends, and I was just really unhappy at my job at that time. So insert LimeLife. And once I started to look at the company and do my research, I instantly fell in love, and I'm going to tell you why. So when I discovered LimeLife and I was looking at their compensation plan, I was really super excited about it. Just instinctively, the layout of it, I was like, ooh, this gets me excited. Then I discovered that they were all skincare and makeup. Now, I did not have a good skincare regimen at that time. I did not take good care of my face. I slept in my makeup way more than I should. And I just wasn't very well educated on skincare. But I didn't have a regimen that I loved. I knew that I hated auto ships, and LimeLife didn't have that. I knew that their products were clean, they were free of harmful chemicals, and that they lasted. A little bit goes a really long ways. So I was excited about that. Then I discovered the makeup, and the makeup blew my stinking socks off. Like, I was stoked about the makeup. So the makeup, I realized that there were actually professional celebrity makeup artists in the industry, and that they were teaching us things about makeup that I never knew, and that the makeup was paraben free, and that the makeup was pro quality. In fact, LimeLife has partnerships with top of the line manufacturers that bring the product into LimeLife. So it's a total game changer, and I was really excited about that. Plus, most women use skincare or use makeup, and to me, that was something that I could definitely market and share if I loved the products. So after listening to a video from my CEO, Michelle, I knew instinctively, like, this was the company for me. I knew it. And I believed in what her mission is. I think that she is super inspiring, and that she really truly, like, this is a family-owned business. Like, they have huge hearts, and they're trying so hard for, like, empowerment, financial empowerment for women in particular, but for all people. Like, I was sold. I was like, that's it. This is my company. This is for me. And I jumped, and I took that leap of faith. I followed my intuition. I followed my gut, and I went for it. And I jumped in with both feet, and I haven't looked back since. So June of 2017, I clicked Become a Beauty Guide. I invested in a business. I bought the $169 starter kit, the silver starter kit. I got my kit a few days later, and I was blown away. Everything I had researched, everything I had heard, like, this was legit. These products were amazing, and I used every single one in that kit. The skincare, the makeup, all of it. So right away, I started talking about it like crazy. I couldn't get enough of it. Told all my friends. I had a huge online launch party. I had a huge in-person launch party. Like, I went all in, and I gave it everything I could. And a month later, I had a couple of women join me. Another month later, a few more joined me. And it's just been a trickle effect since then. We hit promotion after promotion, hit the executive levels. Let's see, in February of 2019. So at that time, I was 8 months pregnant. So we had been making enough extra money that we were like, let's have another baby. So our dreams were coming true to grow our family. February, we hit the executive levels, top 1% of the company. And the financial impact, the bonus that comes with that, the things that I was able to do, but also my team was able to do, because as my team grows, my income grows, my sales grows, my customer base grows, like, the women in my team are also growing, right? And so they're seeing a significant shift in their lives, in their financial, they're seeing an impact in their finances. Like, it wasn't just about me anymore and my goals and my dreams. It was evolving to something so much bigger than that. But because of that, I was able to really look at, well, we're having our third baby. I mean, let's be realistic. Can I stay home? And can I continue to utilize this vehicle, LimeLife by Alcone, to make an impact on my family? And the answer was yes. I was able to then, after my maternity leave, I didn't return to my full-time nursing career. I stayed home for the first summer ever, and it's been amazing to be home with my kids, you guys. After that first summer, 2020 happened, and it just proved that me following my intuition, my gut, just only better prepared our family for the pandemic. Because if I would have been working full-time still, we would not have been in a good position. My oldest does a Spanish immersion program, and it just would not have, I mean, I don't know what we would have done. I really, truly don't know what we would have done. And so it just like proved to me all the more that I made the right decision, that by following my gut in 2017, like God had a bigger plan. He knew that we would be blessed with our third child, that we would be able to make a few sacrifices and keep me home versus leaving the house and paying all that money in daycare, and that we would be okay for 2020. So financially, it is definitely helping our family. I am so grateful that I have amazing customers, amazing clients. They return month after month. Many of them have been with me for 4 years. They love the skincare or they love the makeup. And that just makes me feel really, really, really stinking good, because I want to make someone feel good. I am a pleaser, like through and through. It's why I worked in customer service in the bar my whole life. Like I loved serving people and feeding off of that energy. But it's also why I went to school for nursing, and why I wanted to help people. And so I started to find purpose again. And there's definitely hard months, right? You know, I mean, these products are so good. You have to constantly be evolving your network and growing, and you really have to pour some personal development into yourself, which then all comes full circle to my self-confidence started to come back. I started to have that self-esteem again. I started to feel good. I started to feel good in my skin. I started to really like enjoy the collaboration that this company has. I started to really look internally at who I was, who I wanted to be, and how I was going to be that person. And so it's like everything came full circle. The financial aspects is definitely making an impact on my family. It's keeping me home. It's allowing me to grow with my babies, to spend time with my babies before I don't have that time anymore. It got me out of my mom rut. It has increased my self-confidence, my self-esteem, and it's helping me grow and evolve and become a better person, and to help other women be the best versions of themselves as well. So ultimately, all of this to say, like, you can do anything you want to do. You hold all of the power in your hands. You don't like where you're at, change it. You don't like who you are, change it. You are angry, you're bitter, you're sad, you can change that. And it just starts by utilizing this piece of technology that you have in your hands and doing the research and looking for something that you love, that you're passionate about, that you can market, that you can sell repetitively, where people come back month after month after month, and your possibilities are endless. I still have huge goals. I've been here 4 years. I'm not at the top of the company yet, but I know that I will be. I know that I'm going to continue to watch women on my team grow and evolve and be happier and smile more and get themselves out of their mom rut, and to have the self-confidence to go bareface or to do their brows for the first time ever. it's a kind of joy that I can't explain, but it fills my cup and it's making me, it's trickling down into everything I do, making me overall, I feel like a better person. I still have a lot of growth that I'd like to do. 2021 is my year of health, personal health, um, physical health, mental health, financial health. So I want to evolve in each aspect, each of those areas of my life, because I continue to work to try to change my financial outcome, to change my financial future, to change our family's financial future, to break that generational poverty so that my kids aren't stuck like I've always been stuck. And like my mom's always been stuck, and my grandparents, like I want to break that generational cycle. Physical health, I want to get back to a better me. It's still a goal of mine. I'm halfway through the year and I'm not physically healthy. So I need to really start setting those small habits, those small intentions, and working towards that. And then mental health. 2020 had a big impact on me. And as a mom, you either like as a human, we either go into fight mode or flight mode, right? And I'm a fighter. And so I went into fight mode. All of 2020, I was like, armor up, like, let's do this, kids. We're going to homeschool. I'm going to crush it. We're going to rock it. I'm going to rip my hair out at the same time. But we did it. And now, as I'm entering into 2021, I've noticed that the heaviness of all of that, the heaviness of the world, the things that are happening in our society, it's definitely impacting my mental health. And so focusing first and foremost on my personal development to continue to figure out why my brain is thinking the way it thinks. What are the things that I can do to shift that? How can I eat healthier? What physical activity can I do? What books should I read? What podcast should I listen to? And it's one thing that always still circles back to LimeLife, and they keep that spark like going. They pour into personal development for us so that we are always the best version of ourselves, so we can continue to trickle that down into the people that we impact, including but not limited to our friends and our family, and a whole lot of people that I don't even know. So that is why I joined LimeLife, why I'm still here 4 years later, and why I won't leave. Like, they'll have to like kick me out or something. Like, I love it here, and I think that it's a really good company. I think the products are amazing. I love the transparency. The compensation plan is really good. They've got new tools that they just released that are going to be a game changer for jumping in and starting your business off on the right foot. Starting your business off with content for your social media platforms, starting your business off with any of those in-person things that you're doing or virtual events, and utilizing a really amazing app. So if you've been curious, if you have questions, if you want to know anything, please send me a message, comment on this video, ask the things. I'm more than happy to answer them. You can always check out my link tree in the comments, and there's also going to be a couple of links to a few different videos that I think you would really enjoy. So I will talk to y'all later. I really appreciate you tuning in. Feel free to share this video, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on anything else, and I will be back later. Love ya. Bye.